want to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined not just Britain's newest world champion, but also the latest addition to the Matchroom stable. Nina Hughes, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very well, thank you. A lot of people are floating about Leeds this week in the boxing world. Just spoke to Amo Williams. He had his fight last week. You had your fight 2 weeks ago. But here for a massive, massive occasion in Leeds. Warrington versus Lopez. But you've also got Bridges versus O'Connell, which I'm sure is the one you're probably most interested in. But yeah, just confirm what brings you here in Leeds.
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, Bridges and Shannon O'Connell are fighting, so I'd like the winner of that. Or other options is Shannon Courtenay's fighting Gemma Rugg, so she's come back in the mix and she wants a shot at her WBA title back. So yeah, it's interesting.
We'll go back then. The past couple of weeks, like obviously, it's probably been a bit whirlwind for you since going out to Dubai. But there was, I think, 4 shows in London that week. Yeah. Dillian White. There was Zach Parker, there was Harlem Eubank, but in the midst of it, across the world in Dubai, we had our latest world champion, Nina Hughes. You've done a little heist job, go out, take the belt off Jamie Mitchell and come back. So just how was the whole experience?
Oh, it was brilliant. What a brilliant place to box as well. It was in like the Hilton on the Palm. It was outdoors on a terrace overlooking the whole of the Palm. Yeah, the whole experience was amazing. Enjoyed every second of it. Went over there, we was confident, the underdog. And happy we proved everyone wrong.
So, like, going into it, obviously I know your team, I know Lee, and they've been behind you from day one. They thought you was going to really reach the top quickly, which you have done in 5 fights. But was you going in as underdog mentality, or I'm going to prove everyone wrong, I'm here to win this? No,
I was going to win it. I believed, I mean, ever since I watched her beat Shannon, it was a fight I believed I could win. And it just gave you more drive seeing that you was the underdog, and all her trash talking just gave me more fire in my belly to prove everyone wrong. Some of the things she said, it just made me want to beat her even more. Yeah,
so around fight week, obviously Jamie Mitchell was a very outspoken character. We know that from the Shannon Courtenay fight last year. But after the fight, was there respect between you? Have you spoken to each other since?
No. To be fair, like I've tried to be respectful. She sort of shook my hand, but that was about it really. No, we haven't spoken or anything. I normally speak to all my people who are boxed, but yeah, she didn't seem to show much respect after either.
Will there be a rematch there? Was there any rematch clause in the contract, or?
No, there's no rematch clause, so unless it made sense, there's not a rematch.
Excellent. So, just going back to that, the venue in Dubai. So, no disrespect to Grey Civic Centre, but it's very, very different. I've been to Grey Civic Centre. The atmosphere might be better there, but I think it's much more luxury in Dubai.
Oh, and to go from headlining in the Grey Civic Hall to headlining in the Hilton Palm was, you don't top that really. Couldn't get much better than that.
Was you a bit disheartened by like the lack of coverage you got? Because it's starting to come now. We spoke about this. Like, you're going to get a lot of media now, but did you feel like, well, now I'm champion, I'm getting it, but where was you 2 weeks ago?
I suppose so. And like when I won the Commonwealth and WBA International, like I was hoping that, obviously, that propelled me to get this title shot, so I can't knock that. But yeah, people are only starting to take notice now.
100%, and obviously Lee Eaton got the opportunities for you, so big thanks to Lee.
Yeah, massive thanks to Lee. He's my manager, and he's helped me get the title shots. And we've run 3 titles in a year, so can't ask for more there.
And now the Matchroom deals come about, and Eddie has a lot of the big fighters in this division. So we'll talk about Ebony Bridges versus Shannon O'Connell. Could be a massive unification next year. O'Connell's come here to win. A lot of people, I think, are kind of writing off O'Connell, but she's probably the more experienced boxer, 100%. So who do you favour in that fight?
It is a tough one. I think it's going to be a great fight, but yeah, I'm swaying to. I've been watching a little bit of O'Connell. I hadn't seen much of her before, and I've been watching a bit of her this last week, and she looks decent. And looking at her record, she's beat some good people. She's beat like the current super bantamweight champion. She's upset quite a few up and coming fighters. Yeah, just the calibre of people she's boxed is a lot higher. So it's all about, is she still performing at the level, and it's how much Ebony Bridges can bring to it, how much has she improved. So it'll be a great fight and an exciting one, especially the bad blood between them.
Definitely. And what's your opinions on Ebony Bridges, like the way she come out today, supporting OnlyFans? Like, I have no words for it, so I'll just ask you. That's her, isn't it? That's her image, and that's how she's cut. That's how she's sold herself, and that's how she's got the opportunities. So, yeah, it is what it is. Everyone's got their own thing, and that's hers. You can't knock it. Can you understand why Shannon O'Connell's like having a go at her? Because she's taking digs out, and she wouldn't want her daughter like walking around like that, and she wouldn't want her son being passed about with photos like that. I know you've got kids. Like, can you see where she's coming from?
Yeah, of course I can see where she's coming from, but then at the same time, Ebony Bridges is a businesswoman, and she's clever with what she's done. I'm sure she's made a lot of money, and she's got herself to where she has through what she's done. So you can't knock her in that way. But yeah, I can understand both sides.
On the fence there, on the fence, Nina. Have you sparred Ebony at all? Because I know she's been in the UK for a while with Mark.
No, we haven't. It's a fight that we've always looked at as well. I've always looked at her and Jamie Mitchell, and so we got the Jamie Mitchell one. Hopefully she wins, she'll be next. Because
literally you train probably like, what, less than 10 miles away from each other? Rainham to Grays ain't that far, but like...
I just found out she lives in the same town as me as well. So, very close.
Build up to that fight. For the old, if that fight happens, then Matchroom won't have to work hard for the camp, for the build-up shows. There'll be back and forth between you. It takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think she lives around the corner.
Bumping into each other in the shop. So the other fighter, obviously, that could be potentially in your sights on this card is Shannon Courtenay. She's looking to come back, shake off some ring rust after that Jamie Mitchell loss. Just what's your thoughts on Shannon? Because she's taken that loss to Jamie. She's now had a lot of inactivity. She's kind of battled a lot of demons herself. So just what's your opinions on Shannon?
She needs to, like, hopefully she boxes well, and this is a comeback fight, so she needs to put on a good performance tomorrow night. And yeah, obviously she wants to put them demons behind her, and this is the first step to get her back in the mix. So it's good for her, and that's what she wants.
I know you sparred her before, and obviously we won't go into sparring stories, but do you take much from that sparring?
Sparring. Obviously you can gauge a little bit, but I won't take too much from it. It's sparring. Okay
then, and all right, just a quick word on Josh Warrington, main event. Obviously, you're going to be there in Leeds. The atmosphere is going to be unreal. Have you ever seen Leeds, Josh, before live?
Not live, only on the TV. Yeah. So obviously he's got a massive fan base. So I'm looking forward to be part of the atmosphere. So it's going to be good. Obviously,
you've only just been announced to sign with Eddie, but have you spoke to him at all about potentially when you're next getting out?
No, not properly. Literally briefly see him earlier, said hello, but hopefully over the weekend we'll have a good talk.
Lee's kept you very active over the past year. Obviously, 3 titles in 2022. You can't really have asked for more, but if you regrouped with Lee, Kev and the rest of your team and thought of an ideal date to be back out? Yeah,
we've said end of March, beginning of April would be ideal for us. So I can have a good rest because I've been literally non-stop, especially like the last 2 fights have been back-to-back. I only booked 6 weeks prior to the other one, so I'm going to have a good rest. I've got a few little niggles I need to let recover and start training again hard in the new year.
In an ideal world, map out 2023 for me. Is it a defence, then a unification, straight into a unification, or just big names, big money fights?
I want it all, so I want the big names, big money fights. Maybe in an ideal world, say, I don't know, box Shannon, box the winner out of Ebony Bridges and Shannon O'Connell. Maybe the other two, Dina Thorsland and Luna, can box each other, and then the winners unify. That'd be ideal.
100%. And obviously, you've got a fairly decent following now. So, like, Eddie will want to get you on the big shows. Are you hoping to get on these big arena shows like this one on Saturday night?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I've been training hard and wanting to get on. So now I've won that world title, which should definitely open doors to get on the big shows.
Last one, just a word on kind of the unsung man, I feel like, in this, Kev Lilly. He's been with you from the start, training you, and now reached to the top in 5 fights. It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, like, he was one of very few people that believed in me from the start. Although he did laugh at me when I told him my age on the phone. But, yeah, he gave me a chance. And, yeah, since we've trained, we've clicked and, yeah, we've done well together.
Excellent, Nina. Thank you very much for speaking to IFL. Once again, congratulations on both the signing and the world title, and hopefully speak to you again soon when you get some fight news and we get some big unifications, hopefully.
Yep, thank you.
Cheers.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something. Completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.